Harris back in town for this weekend after a long hiatus off the door slammer field. But we're about to roll into competition motorcycle, and it looks like Daniel Rang's Natalotto will be coming out your Rare Spares Osborne Park Lane, and a beautiful Kawasaki Ninja. I'm going to be saying that was Wayne Gummo. Set to take centre stage in front of a packed house here at the Perth Motorplex. 2 nights in a row of racing action. Last night, top fuel, top 3 cars separated by 7 thousandths of a second. I mean, Pro Stock in the NHRA would be proud of that, and we pulled it off over here in WA. Competition motorcycle about to do the takeoff, and Daniel Rang's Natalotto, the man on screen at the moment.
Daniel Natalotto has proven that he can go to within almost 0.6 of a second underneath this street bike index. Looks like he's stalled it out, refires the bike, doing it for BT Moto, and Brock's Performance has found himself in many a final.
Up against Wayne Gummo. Mr. Natalotto was our top qualifier for competition bike.
Comp Bike proudly brought to you by Friday Sea-Doo and Can-Am. Natalotto into pre-stage. B Street Bike Index of 967. Gummo has an A Street Bike Index of a 934. Reaction time advantage to Wayne Gummo.
But performance advantage from the get-go for Natalotto.
100%. Yeah, Natalotto smashes it out of the park again. 0.59 of a second underneath that B Street Bike Index. An amazing performance there from Ranks.
A 907 is about as quick as I've ever seen that bike go as well. It's destined to be one of the first bikes to run an 8 on a whoop-ass Wednesday. Never seen it run a 9.0. That's a great performance and a lot of confidence boost for the street bike drag school, Mr. Natalotto.
I saw him torch a clutch at a test and tune prior to the Golden States, and he was running around the 903 that day. So
nice
there's definitely
day.
some performance. Troy Thompson, no stranger to performance. This is a 500 horsepower plus build as we still watch some replays of the preceding run. Rob Wasley out with a 0.18 light. Thompson, 0.114 on the tree. B Street Bike Index of 967 for Wasley. Thompson edges him out by 2.5 bike lengths. Runs 0.33 of a second underneath that double C altered bike. Time for that turbo Hayabusa, fettled by pace.
Nice stuff there for Troy Thompson as 2 more Suzukis come out of the Chris Mills Performance Bridge. It's 2 Rosses, Ross Green and Ross Smith, and both very famous out here in WA for pushing the envelope in their class designated handicaps. We're looking Ross Smith in the Rare Spares Osborne Park Lane with the let's call it the more open rear guard and fairing, the super extended swing arm.
Yeah, have a look at that. Is the barest skin of composite. There's no internals, there's no subframe to that. The subframe finishes under the seat. Ross Smith, again, having an absolutely stellar run in the local championship, was fighting some electrical issues recently. Found out to be a faulty fuel pressure regulator relay as he gets the Brock's Performance Hayabusa out of the hole. It was a fairly tardy 0.24 of a second reaction time, but he runs an 814, goes 0.46 of a second underneath the A altered bike index. Ross Green under the A comp bike index of an 812, goes an 806, but wasn't able to push further. And Ross Smith takes that Hayabusa to your left of screen through with a healthy swag of points.
Certainly. As Michael Hollister comes forward with the Brentwood WA Psychedelic Kawasaki ZX14 with probably some of the best livery in this class. He's up against the very lightweight Rebecca Archer on the Suzuki B King. She's doing it for A Street Bike. She's looking for a 934. She will leave first. Michael Hollister with an 810. This is index racing, so they're allowed to go faster or as fast as they can. As fast as the rule book will allow.
Hollister, no, is shown the red, and I'll be interested to see what the reasoning behind that one was. And I've been given timed out. So
tough. Rebecca Archer will take the win on that one. 922 on a 934. That's quite good, in fact. A Street Bike, a 1/10 of a second under her index. as we continue the racing. We're looking at Joe Corey on track at the moment in the Harley-Davidson Destroyer. He should be or will be granted Australian champion at the end of this event. He's up against Ryan Learmonth from Banksia Grove, Pro Stock Motorcycle designation, looking for a 774.
Yeah, Joe Curry is your competition motorcycle champion at this point in time, barring any protests or anything further.
Yep,
he has been locked into that #1 position. Unfortunately, Jake Hamilton, moderate, not able to take it right to this round. Curry wraps the gas on that V-Rod Destroyer 04 light. Ryan Learmonth very, very much similar on the tree, but massive top end charge.
Yeah.
Rides around him. Absolutely belts him into the stands. 0.438 under that Pro Stock Motorcycle Index of a 774. We see a 730 at 275 kilometres an hour for the Suzuki TLR 1000, Corey.
That was a great pass there for Ryan Learmonth, and good to see some Pro Stock motorcycle action still existing out here on the West Coast. It's an expensive way to go two-wheel running, naturally aspirated, screaming the ever-loving tubes out of those crankshafts and valve trains, and to produce some great ETs is going to be really reassuring for the team. On track at the moment, David Waters from Parkwood on the Kawasaki ZX-10R. He's in your aeroflow lane, up against Blair Pennington from Queensland on the Hire Me Bike.
Yeah, Pennington with already one win under his belt. It's a ripper of a reaction time there. 007, License to Thrill for Dave Waters, but the Hayabusa stretches its legs, crosses the line with 253 kilometres under its belt, a 9:30 as Blair Pennington goes 0.04 of a second under the A Street Bike Index here all the way from Queensland. Waters, he's a bit of a multi-skilled, multi-talented rider. If he's not here on the ZX-10, he's racing on a bike called a mini motard. Think of it as like a junior motocross 85cc two-stroke with scooter wheels on it.
All right.
And they race them on go-kart tracks.
Okay.
With a little dirt section and everything. Absolutely brilliant as we watch some great replays. Let's move to our next matchup. Matty Arnold is having to wait.
A long wait. William Wosley way out on track before Arnold gets a chance of launching, and he won't be able to catch it on this occasion. The 10-2-0 from William Wosley on D Street Bike will get it done. Gets the reaction time advantage as well, as we see the final pass for competition bike with Phil Patton from Thornley.
So Phil Patton with a bye here. Recorded himself a win against Rob Wosley as we just watch Will Wosley on our screens. He actually went 0.022 seconds under the track record. Wow. 0.7 mile per hour over the top speed record here for the local.
Phil had an issue between first and second. Now he's going to run on the centre line. He's lucky he didn't touch it, because that's not what you want to do in any sort of racing. Phil runs it through clean, 9.52, fairly unrepresentative of his capabilities on that machine, but safety will be his paramount priority, and that is a good pass to keep it in his own lane. Replay now from Phil's ride towards the centre line. Man, that was close. His toe was almost on the paint.
Phil Patton has previously held, I believe, the speed record for Double D Comp Bike, 169.21. I'll double check if that's the most recent